Well, today joining us on our Sales Empowering series is Ben Shilpley, one of my favorite sales leaders, someone I've known for, we've just realized, over a decade. And all I can say about Ben is I've seen him empower teams. I've seen him grow as from a sales professional to a very inspiring sales leader. He's got an amazing success story. And so you started off your career journey in the commission only space. And then how did that evolve? Tell us about that journey.
Yeah, I mean, there's something very motivating about knowing that if you don't get deals done, you don't put food on the table for yourself. Or as a teenager, even worse, you don't have any money to spend at the pub. But yeah, like I was okay at that job, and I was okay from then on for a little while. I kind of bounced around a fair bit. I don't think my sales career really clicked until I joined IQPC, which is obviously where we know each other from. And there were two things that happened at IQPC that were that real light bulb moment for me. The first was I was incredibly lucky to become quite close with an important mentor of mine, who is still a mentor, business partner, friend to this day, someone you know very well, Mr. Mike Adams. And the second thing was that I got introduced to a formalized sales process, which, I was okay at selling up until that point. I'd had periods of moderate success, lots of ups and downs. Mm-hmm. But learning a process, learning that there can be a structure and there can be a way that you go about selling that can be learnt was a massive light bulb for me. Sales is a skill. It is a thing that can be learned. It's a thing that can be improved. We are all, especially in smaller businesses, all in sales. Everybody is in sales, right? And it's this thing that you have to work hard at to develop. And the more you learn about it, the more you realize there is to learn and what's possible.
It's addictive.
And so, absolutely. And so that was probably, the biggest turning point for me, was realizing that this is something that you can work on. To be a sales professional, it's something that you practice and you refine and that you get better at. And so that was super important for me, and as soon as that light bulb moment happened, things really took off. I obviously got great results as an individual contributor salesperson, which allowed me to kind of rapidly rise through the ranks and land where I believe my true calling is, which is in sales leadership.
What was your first sales book that you read? Because I know that you're someone that is constant. I always look to you for a list of books because you've been there, done that. So what would you say has been your first book that you learned a lot?
I would guess it's probably one that was a first for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Given that I think it was written in about the 30s. When I was like 16 years old, my dad gave me a copy of How to Win Friends and Influence People.
I love that
by Dale Carnegie. And so that was the first one that I read. I read that when my dad gave it to me when I was 16. I didn't read it when I was 16. I think it might have been a year or 18 months later, 17 or 18, when I first actually read it. And, there's lessons in that book that are still very relevant today. But it was,
all-time favorite.
Isn't it? Yeah. Yeah.